Hi, today I'm going to talk about the human foundation of ERP. People determine every facet of how the ERP works. It's not a technology project. And I'm going to set out to you now the main themes that define the people foundation, the human foundation of ERP implementation. So I call it the critical human foundation of ERP implementation. Let's look at the scale of the problem. 70% of significant ERP projects do not deliver what was promised at the strategic executive level. Failure is almost entirely human. Tech is pretty much irrelevant. Solution is not a better software selection, it's a better human foundation. I've classified this into 7 major themes. Theme 1, people are the problem and the solution. Theme 2, clarity, alignment, and shared understanding. 3, executive leadership and strategic governance. 4, people, knowledge, and wisdom on the team. 5, communication and cognitive dynamics. 6, people, dynamics, personality, and change facilitation. 7, building solution knowledge and executing the plan. Each theme addresses a distinct dimension of the human factors that determine ERP success or failure. So theme number 1, people are the problem and the solution. There's no physical construction in the ERP project. Everything is about people. Factors causing failure, mythology and hype, 30%, executive custody, 19%, and so forth. Failure to address the soft issues accounts for 12% of all project failures. Technology issues account for only 3% of failures. A senior team member must hold specific accountability for the human foundation throughout the program. People are at the core of every ERP outcome, success and failure alike. The real issues, the factors causing failure and the factors for success. On the left, we see the factors for success, for failure. And you notice that tech is almost irrelevant. And on the right, the factors for success. Again, tech is almost irrelevant. Theme 2, clarity, alignment, and shared understanding. Business improvement initiatives are inherently abstract. Abstractness is the primary cause of failure. Imagine navigating a large city with a paper bag over your head and 2 small holes for eyes. That's what a badly communicated ERP project feels like. Different people have genuinely different views. Different people have genuinely different views of reality. Paradigm differences must be surfaced and resolved. There must be a single agreed view of priorities. Abstractness kills projects, make the plan visible, practical, and genuinely owned by the business. So then we see someone with a paper bag over their heads, imagine being deposited in the middle of a strange city with traffic flowing everywhere. Not easy, and that's what we do to users. In the middle of a process diagram, far too simple, oversimplified. Creditors process, accounts payable process. 6, 7, 8 different processes, not one. And if you look on the right, a real map, look at the complexity. Theme 3, executive leadership and strategic governance. The CEO is the only person with oversight and authority across all components of the organization. The ERP is transverse and cross-cutting. The CEO is the owner of that holistic, integrated view of the business. The CEO must be the executive custodian. It's not negotiable. I don't have time is not an acceptable answer. Measures must be taken to free up the CEO. The entire C-suite must be actively involved. The ERP is enterprise transformation, not an IT project. Delegating ERP to IT or middle management is one of the most reliable predictors of failure. Theme 4, people, knowledge, and wisdom of the team. And what we see on the right there is boots in the mud. Frequently, the people on the team don't actually have first-hand experience of the business and do silly things. You need to include plenty of maturity and wisdom on the core project team. Resistance from experienced staff is often born of deep knowledge, not obstinacy. Ignore them at your peril. Team members must have deep knowledge of how the business actually operates, boots in the mud. When you point a finger, 3 fingers point back, so don't point fingers. People are part of the solution and generally a big part of the problem. Theme 5, communication and cognitive dynamics. Communication is an absolutely key requirement. It's not possible to over-communicate on a project of this nature. Silence is one of the biggest causes of things going wrong and must be actively managed out. People must be encouraged to speak up. Executives who are too busy to attend briefings can become toxically judgmental the day they notice something going. Folks, if the executives are not providing the input you need to actually put the project on hold, until that's been resolved. Tell them what you're going to do, what you're doing, and what you've done. Repeat constantly. Cognitive span, the rare limit is 7 plus or minus 2. And what you tend to find is those with a limit of 9 design plans for those with a limit of 5. It causes major problems. Matthew McCarthy of Ben & Jerry's has said nothing destroys trust more than not being heard. Continuing with theme 5, iteration, diffusion, and the Dunning-Kruger effect. Diffusion of innovation. The same message must be repeated many times. If you look at the graph on the right-hand side, standard marketing wisdom. Dunning-Kruger effect, people who lack knowledge vastly overestimate their own competence. Plan for 3 managed iterations of every document, plan, or activity. It outperforms open-ended drift every time. Tasks that are 90% complete for 90% of the time are the hallmark of an unmanaged iteration. Human beings do not get it first time. Plan for repetition, iteration, and reinforcement. It's really not weaknesses. Theme 6, people dynamics, personality, and change facilitation. Avoid the term change management. Change must be facilitated, not mechanistically managed. Change facilitation requires wisdom, maturity, empathy, sensitivity, and relationship skills. The solution intuitively fits the business. Staff adopt it readily. Most change management is the result of badly designed systems. Headcount reduction is not an objective. It's a natural consequence of a well-implemented solution. Making it the goal poisons the project. Employee stagnation is at epidemic levels. Vital employees make ERP work. Stagnant employees make it fail. If the new way of doing things is well designed and easy to use, change facilitation becomes straightforward. Continuing, Jung's personality matrix and change roots. Basically, you get 4 personality styles. By the book, results, innovator, relationship, as you see on the graphic. People on the top left of the matrix need to be worked through change by holding my hand, and people on the right need to have it prove that it works. And if you treat them the wrong way around, people don't take it well. Theme 7, building solution knowledge and executing the plan. On day 1 of any program, no one has any knowledge of the solution, let alone experience of it. Use modeling, simulation, wargaming, and structured walkthroughs to build understanding before go live. This is especially critical for inflexible solutions like ERP. Mistakes in configuration are costly to reverse. Deploy and commission incrementally. Gain experience with each element before wider deployment. You cannot gain experience of something that does not yet exist. You must build it deliberately, step by step. So in conclusion, the 7 themes again. 1, the human foundation. People are the problem and the solution in every ERP. 2, clarity and alignment. Abstractness is a primary failure cause. Align paradigms before you plan. 3, executive governance. CEO must be the custodian. ERP is enterprise transformation, not an IT project. 4, team, people, and wisdom. Maturity and deep business knowledge are essential, not optional. 5, communication. Silence destroys projects. Plan for iteration. Manage cognitive limits deliberately. 6, people dynamics. Facilitate change. Match approach to personality. Combat stagnation. 7, solution knowledge. Build knowledge and experience systematically before go live. All 7 themes reduce to one truth. ERP success is a human achievement, not a technical one. To sum up, addressing the human foundation is fundamental to achieving ERP success. Manage against failure. Offer comprehensive services to assist with high-value ERP implementations. Attend my free 90-minute briefing to learn more, and my 4-day deep dive course is also available. Remember that you're talking about a minimum 20-year investment. So all of this fits into the ERP Doctor ERP Accelerator, as you've seen before, and we've just looked at the critical human foundation, which is transverse and underpins the entire project. Please drop your questions in the comments. And to learn more about the ERP Accelerator, please sign up for my free 90-minute briefing. The link is in the comments. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to assisting you. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you so much. Bye.